Is being a real estate agent still worth it? Well, in this video, I'm going to share my personal experience of being a real estate agent for the last 7 years full-time, and then I'm going to share with you if I still think that this career is a good opportunity. Let's dive right into the video. My name is Chris with the Empire of Real Estate YouTube channel. On this channel, we share content for real estate entrepreneurs to help you grow your business. As my thank you for watching this channel, I want to offer you my free listing presentation to help you get started and go out there and crush your next listing appointment. So if you want to check that out, download it in the description below. It's fully editable in Canva and you can change it up, put your information in there, and take it to your next listing appointment. I hope you enjoy it. So I've been a real estate agent for the last 7 years, and I've seen many ups, I've seen many downs, and I've been full-time at this. So I want to share with the people that are asking questions like, is this still a good career? I want to share all of the pros, and I want to also share all of the cons. So by the end of the video, you'll have a better idea if this career is right for you, or if it's just a bad career and you should skip it completely. So let's jump right into some of the pros. So the first pro is it's easy to start, right? Starting a career in real estate is not that difficult. Every state has different requirements, and you can see some of our licensing videos that we have in our licensing playlist if you want to check that out. But every state has different requirements, but they're not that hard. In most states, almost all states, you don't need a college degree. You just need to go through a real estate pre-license class. Usually they're anywhere between 40 and 120 hours, depending on which state you're in. And you can get this done for a couple $1,000s between getting licensed, getting your background checks, buying any study material that you need, and really getting after it. So if you're serious about this, you can have your real estate license and start this career within about 90 days. So if you want to check out the guide, how to get your real estate license, there's a complete guide down below, how to get your license and start your real estate career. So check that out. It's a free download and it will walk you through all the steps. Number 2 is you're going to learn entrepreneurship. So when you learn entrepreneurship, it's one of the greatest skills that you can learn in your entire life. But the best thing is you don't have to take a ton of risk and spend a ton of money to do this with a real estate career, because it doesn't take that much money to start, and it also has the potential to earn you a high income. So this business also comes with many cons because of that, and I'm going to get into that a little bit later in this video. But you can get into entrepreneurship, learn all the fundamental skills that you need to be successful as an entrepreneur, which are things like sales, customer service, marketing, negotiation. These are all key essential skills that you can then take on to any business that you want to start in the future. So I think that this is one of the best businesses that are out there that you can start for a fairly low amount. It takes a fairly low amount to run it. It gives you the flexibility that many people are looking for. It allows you to become your own boss. And at the end of it, you can use it as a stepping stone to get into bigger businesses. But it's a great way to start. And in my opinion, it's one of the best ways to make your first 100K. Number 3, and this is one of the last big pros, and that is the income opportunity and the opportunities that this business can lead to. So, like I said before, I think that this is one of the best businesses that you can start for a low amount of money and then work your way up to a 6-figure income. So that's a good thing. But there's also other income opportunities that are within this business that just by being in the business can, lead you to, and it could be a stepping stone towards. So for example, many real estate agents I know move on to flipping houses. They move on to building real estate teams. They go on to owning title companies. They go on to owning mortgage companies. They do a lot of things because this business is kind of a gateway into entrepreneurship, and people that have an entrepreneurial mindset can use this business as a stepping stone to make their first 6 figures and then move on to reinvest and open other businesses within the real estate space. Also, a lot of real estate agents become real estate investors and start building up a big monthly passive income that leads them to financial freedom in some cases. So this business is the ultimate gateway to entrepreneurship in the real estate sector, and it's fairly easy to start. You're probably wondering, what are the actual cons of starting a real estate career? All this upside sounds terrific, but what's the actual downside? And if it's so good, why isn't everybody doing it? Well, let's cover some of the cons because they're quite harsh, but at the end of this video, you'll be able to tell if this is for you or it's not. Number one is a tough schedule. So the best thing about this business is that you're your own boss and you control your schedule. But the worst thing is a lot of the clients you work with are going to kind of expect you to work nights, weekends, holidays in some cases. Now, holidays is a lot less common, but I've seen it happen. And you can always say no, right? You are the owner of your own business. You're an independent contractor, and you can say, look, I'm not available, sorry. But because this business is so competitive, a lot of agents just say yes, 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 yes. And they just go to all these appointments and it kind of fills up their schedule. And the more successful they become, the more crowded their schedule becomes. And they're afraid to say no because this business is highly competitive. There are thousands of agents in the marketplace and they're afraid of losing a client if they say no. Number two is the income roller coaster. Now, this is one of the biggest problems in the real estate industry. Now, the income roller coaster looks a little bit like this. 1 month, you have no income. The next month, you have no income, but you put a lot of work in on month one. But because this is a 90-day business and you usually don't get paid until the clients you're working with close, that means by month 3, you might have a huge income. Maybe 3 of your clients go into contract, 3 of them close, and you make $20,000 this month, right? But the next month, what happens? Because you were working with those clients trying to get them to the closing table, you stopped prospecting, you stopped marketing, you stopped looking for new clients, and then your income crashes down to 0. And then it's 0 again, then 0 again, and then you might have another $20,000 month. Because of this, it's highly unpredictable and it creates a lot of anxiety within agents. And this is why a lot of agents quit because they can't figure out how to build a consistent income that they feel comfortable enough to rely on full time. Now, there are ways to solve this. I have many videos on the channel talking about ways to overcome this. And one of my biggest strategies is just building multiple streams of income and then prospecting on a regular basis to keep that pipeline full. So it's definitely something you can overcome, so don't let this turn you off. But a lot of agents never figure this out, and then they ultimately end up leaving the business. Number 3 is it's highly competitive. So this business comes with fierce competition. There's a book out, it's called Blue Ocean Strategy, and that book talks a lot about getting into sectors that are highly saturated. Now, if you remember at the first part of this video, I talk about how it's such a low-cost business to get into and how the profit potential is so large. Well, guess what? A lot of people figured this out as well. And because of that, everybody is getting their real estate license. And because of this, the people that you know that you're trying to sell property to probably already know 2 or 3 or 4 agents that they already have relationships with. And because of this, it's highly competitive. Now, the good news is that you can stand out, you can become different, you can build a reputation in this business so that you become the trusted agent and then people start sending you referrals. And the best part is you have a lot of competition, but the competition isn't always the most skilled competition. And I say this in a positive way because if you're dedicated and you're an entrepreneur and you want to get in here, plug in and really make something good happen and build a tremendous business, it's pretty easy to do because you're competing against people that are not doing the sales practice, that are not learning marketing, that are not putting the time in to sharpen their skills to become the best possible agent that they can be. So if you plug in and do that, you have a tremendous chance of success because you're going to stand out amongst the crowded marketplace. So this is something that you can definitely do. So don't get discouraged because it's highly saturated, and don't get discouraged because so many people are saying that everybody's a real estate agent and it's, so hard to make money. Because if you put the time in and you really double down and just become a student of the game, you can outshine a lot of the competition just by doing that alone. So what side are you on? Are you on the pro side or the con side? So I presented you 2 different sides of the coin, and I want to hear from you. What side are you on? Are you going to move forward and get your real estate license and start your real estate career? Or are you going to skip it completely and go look for another business venture? So let me know in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you like this kind of content for real estate entrepreneurship, Hit the like button and subscribe. We come out with content on a weekly basis. Thanks for tuning in.